Welcome to week 4 of the Tri-Aligned Stroke Correction Program. Alright, today we learnt lots of things. We talked about our underwater technique, alright, catching and feeling the water like we did back in week 2. Okay, this time we talked about where the hands pull through and where they exit. We also talked about building strength in the water and whether or not we should use weights, okay, in the gym to build strength. We also talked about open water technique with a few tips to help you swim better in the open water. Alright, let's get straight into it. The first thing we did was dog paddle, okay, bringing back childhood memories. Alright, I got the guys to put their pull buoys on, okay, and we simply did a dog paddle. Alright, so a side on view of this, okay, we actually want to keep the elbow quite still. So actually simply just leveraging off, okay, and we're simply doing short strokes. Okay, so we're trying to teach the body to get that initial catch on the water. So when you're a child, the first way you learn to swim is by doing dog paddle, okay? Because naturally, that's the easiest way to catch on the water and move yourself forward or keep yourself afloat, okay? After that, we went in and did our underwater freestyle. If you don't know this drill, go back to week 2 and check it out, okay? I'm not going to go through it again, so go back and have a look. From here, we went into catch-up freestyle. Okay, now catch-up's used for a number of reasons, but today I used it for the underwater pull-through. Okay, so the catch-up freestyle, one hand comes over, enters, and then the other one catches up. I actually got the guys to breathe on every single stroke, okay? So we come through, alright, we aim for the hip, okay, we rotate out, we come over this side. The guys did use fins for this, alright, and then we go to the other side, okay? So we're on our right side, and then we're on our left side. So this allowed us to have correct technique underwater. When you do catch up, it's actually quite hard to get the hands coming underneath the body. It aims for the hip, we aim for the hip straight through, and then we rotate out of it, okay? And then back to the other side, breathing every stroke. By breathing every stroke, it's actually going to make you do catch up, alright, the correct way. Alright, from here we went to talk about our open water swimming. Excuse me. Do you breathe every stroke, okay? Do you breathe on one side, okay? If you breathe on one side, this is a big issue, okay? If you're in the open water, okay, you might get chop, you might get waves, you might get sun, okay? You might have someone next to you. If you can only breathe on one side, you're limiting yourself, all right? You might need to go to that other side when you're turning a buoy, you know, etc. So I got the guys to actually swim a 200 breathing on their non-favoured side. If you're like naturally you breathe on both sides, that's great. And I got those guys to simply do a 200 thinking about their technique. Alright, so when we breathe on both sides, we actually pick out flaws in our stroke and we actually will correct those discrepancies automatically. Okay, so if you're coming over and you're actually entering in front of your face, when you go to the other side, it's actually quite hard for your hand to enter in front of the face because you're rotating. So this is the easiest way to improve your swimming, okay? Just simply by your warm up and warm down, breathing on both sides. When you race, you can go back to your favoured side, that's fine. But to have that option of being able to go on both sides is a lot more comforting, okay? It's going to improve your technique and you're going to be able to swim faster. Alright, from here we went to talk about building strength, okay? Now, one of probably my favourite drill is a single arm freestyle, okay? But it's not what you think. So the hands are by the side, and what we're doing is, okay, we're actually breathing on the opposite side of the arm that's stroking. So if we're stroking with our right arm, we're actually breathing on our left hand side, okay? You will find that this is extremely taxing on the arms. Alright, I said to the guys, unless you can do a 400 of this drill, okay, alternating each 50, I would not recommend doing weights, okay? Let's have a quick chat about weights. Now, if you're not doing 6, 8, 10 sessions a week in the pool, I do not think weights are going to help you improve your swimming. They might improve your strength, but they're not going to improve your feel of the water, okay, and then actually going to make you heavier. And we all know what muscle does in water, okay? It sinks, alright? So building strength in the water is a much better option, alright? Unless you're an elite swimmer, okay, than going to the gym and pumping out lots of weights. Alright, now Thera-Bands is something I'm going to do a demonstration of, not today, so stay tuned. We are going to do a Thera-Band demonstration of different exercises I would recommend. But what we did is we went into polo, okay? Now, polo is swimming like a water polo player, okay? The head's above water, alright? So I got the guys to do this at a maximum effort with a pull buoy, okay? And it's actually like an anaerobic workout, alright? So the hands come in line with the shoulder, alright? And it's about 10 to 15 seconds, maybe 15, 20 meters of flat out effort. This will allow you, when you come to your open water swimming, to also be able to sight with more ease. Every time you lift the head up, okay, your hips are actually going to drop, alright? So you lift the head up, hips drop, you're loading up the muscles, okay, and it's not a good thing, alright? If you come up and you're getting fatigued, once you go back down, you're going to lose your stroke, alright? The motivation's going to go out the window and your swim is definitely going to be hindered. Alright, so what we find is you need to keep the chin on top of the water. If you start swaying your head, okay, I guarantee it's because you're fatiguing. Okay, stop. You've done enough work. Put the head back down and do some recovery and then come back and do it again. Alright, from here we went into the last drill, okay? We went to talk about doing catch-up freestyle with paddles. Now, if you don't know a lot about paddles, okay, go and check the blog out, alright? Can't stress it enough, I've said it before, go and check the blog out. So what we did is we did catch-up with paddles. Alright, so we breathed every second stroke, okay? Now the catch-up allowed us to get a nice deep pull on the water, okay? Nice and deep, alright? Coming over, correct technique underwater, and it really loaded up the muscles, okay? Now, I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Next week is week 5, it is our final week, and I hope to see you there. Thanks guys, I'll see you soon, cheers.